Alright. Hello, figure skating fans of USA and the world. Hey, Mom. I heard today's a very special day, right?
That's what I heard.
Oh, yeah, that's right. It's our 100th episode Olympic figure special of Figure Skating Center. Woo! First off, let me start off by saying thank you to all the amazing people that support me throughout my journey here on Figure Skating Center for 9 seasons now, right, Mom?
Yeah.
Yeah, so from the bottom of our hearts, from my mom, from myself, and our executive producer, my mom, Callie Carbonaro, thank you, thank you, thank you. With that, let's get right into the video. So today's episode's all about the 2022 Winter Olympic Games. Woo! Ready to get started?
Ready to get started.
All right, and joining me on the panel today is my own mother, our executive producer, Callie Carbonaro, who has been with me every step of the way. Thanks, Mom.
You're welcome.
Mwah. All right, let's get started. We're saying, let's get this party started. First off, with the team event. And I gotta say, it was a really great team event, right, Mom?
It was very exciting.
Absolutely. So, in first place, let's talk about the Russian Olympic Committee.
Well, it was very exciting to watch, and we were all naive as to what was going on. So it was very exciting, and you can't help but be a fan when you see skating on that level.
Touche. And how about our performances from our own country, the United States of America?
Always my heart. They skated well. I just love U.S. skaters.
And third, the bronze medalist, Japan.
A force to be reckoned with.
Agreed.
Sure.
Plus, we had some really great performances from USA, like from Nathan Chen, from Vincent Joe, from the pair team, Alexa Knierim and Brandon Frazier, Hubble and Donahue and Chalk and Bates. And great performances from Japan by Yuma Kyakiyama. And the Russian Olympic Committee with Kamila Valieva in the team event. But more on her when we get in a little bit. Right, Mom?
Yeah.
All right. Let's get started with the first event of the individual events, the men's singles. In first place, what do you have to say about Nathan Chen?
What can you say about Nathan Chen? He is amazing.
I agree. And as Scott Hamilton said, when he's on fire, nobody can beat him.
That's right. He's changed the face of men's figure skating. And he's just an amazing person. I know this because I've met him before, and I'm excited I'm going to meet him again.
This time as an Olympic champion.
This time as an Olympic champion. And he was just perfection.
Absolutely. I'm going to have to agree with you on that, Mom. Like what Scott said, once he's on fire, no one can touch him. How about Yuma Kyakiyama, or Japan in second?
Again, another memorable performance. I don't really know what to say.
Well, I really love his skating, like his short program to When You're Smiling. It reminded me so much of Fred Astaire and Gene Kelly.
He is joy on ice. He is just so joyful to be there. He is infectious, and I just love watching him.
Hopefully that infectious thing will probably get Hollywood knocking on his door.
Hope so.
Like Sonia Henning did back in the 30s and 40s.
I hope so. Maybe they'll revive some movies like that.
Yeah, and Shoma Uno. What do you have to say about him?
Shoma Uno is a showman. I love Shoma Uno. Oh, yeah, I can't even say his name now right now. Shoma Uno. I've been following him for quite some time. I've enjoyed his skating for quite some time. Again, a delight to watch.
And the biggest surprise was Duzuru Hanyu, who came all the way from 8th place after the short program to 4th.
No surprise. I feel a little bad for Yuzuru. I thought it was going to be the clash of the Titans. That was a little disappointing. But I feel a little badly for him, but not a surprise that he fought his way back. And can I just say that we need to talk about Jason Brown?
Absolutely.
Jason Brown is just poetry on ice. I love to watch that man skate. he is just a joy. He's just a joy. And again, such a nice person. Met him in person.
And we're going to meet him again?
We are going to meet him again. Seen him skate in person. Saw him that time at Nationals when he literally rocked the house. He is just a joy to watch. I cannot wait to see him skate in person again. So, it might not be a medalist, but a name that should be remembered by figure skaters and figure skating fans for a very, very long time.
I agree. I totally agree with you on that, Mom. All right, next up is the ice dancing. Starting with Papadakis and Cizeron of France.
And I feel like the French have had a hold on ice dance for a long time. I'm more partial to the Americans. I'm not really a fan of their program. We talked about that.
Yeah, personally, their program, I love their programs. They're intricate, they're interesting. And I've really followed them for a long time, and I'm really proud that Guillaume Cizeron was able to come out as publicly as gay and just be comfortable in his own skin on the ice.
No, I mean, I'm glad for him for that. They're just not my favorite team.
Agreed.
And I didn't really care for their choice
cool.
of music this year.
All right, Victoria Sinstina and Nikita Gasalapov of Russia, Olympic Committee.
I don't know. I didn't watch too much of the ice dancing. I pick and chose.
Mm-hmm. And of course...
And what did you think of them?
I really loved them. I mean, they're really good, and they went in as the reigning world champions. Give them big props for that. And they gave them a real good, hard-fought fight.
Mm-hmm.
And third place, Madison Hubble and Zachary Donahue in their last Olympics together.
Always been a favorite of mine. They've always been a favorite of mine. She was a favorite of mine. I love watching them. I think they have great chemistry on the ice. I'm sad that this is their last Olympic skate. I believe we're going to see them in person, though.
Yeah, we've seen them in person multiple times.
And I'm sad because I enjoy seeing them skate, so I'm sad this is going to be their last season. They're going to retire. But I understand why. Everybody has to move on. But I will miss them.
Yeah, honestly, we're going to see them again, but now as professionals.
Yes.
And also the team that was the wild card for me is Piper Gillis and Paul Poirier of Canada. The one that skated to Elton John.
Yeah, I really like them a lot. I enjoyed them very much.
Yeah, first I was a fan of the costume, and I realized, oh wow, they're skating to Elton John.
Yep. And what about Jock and Bates?
Jock and Bates, it was out of this world.
They are going to be a force to be reckoned with. I think they're a fantastic dance team.
And I love the fact they shared their love story on the ice. And I really hope and I pray to God that they get engaged soon.
I think that's their business. It would be nice to hear the news, but it's their business. But I hope they're going to be skating for a long time because I really enjoy watching them skate.
Yep, and I hope they get married soon because they're a really cute couple together. All right, let's get on to the pairs. Starting with, in 8th place, Ashley King Gribble and Timothy Leduc, who skated in the Olympics as the first. Timothy Leduc skated as the first openly non-binary competitor and the winter Olympic competitor.
Again, I think that's great. He can compete feeling comfortable in his own skin.
Their own skin.
Their own skin, I'm sorry. They are... I think they're a great team. I really like them because they kind of skate outside the rink.
Outside their comfort zone.
Yeah, they kind of push the limits, which I really like because I think sometimes figure skating is too entrenched in itself. And I think that they really push the limits, and I'm really excited to see what's in store with them.
I agree. And Alessa Kinnear and Brandon Fraser, the top U.S. team at these Olympics.
Love watching them skate. I thought they were very strong. I think that they're going to come along, and I still think that there's more to see from them.
All right, let's get on to the medalists. Let's start with the Chinese pair of Wing Jinsu and Hong Song.
Well, what can you say? It was probably the most exciting win that I've seen.
I agree.
It doesn't get much better than that.
I know, under enormous amount of pressure too. They've skated under enormous amount of pressure Russia's, in the words of Viganto, surface pressure.
You know, it was tantamount to being playing baseball, 2 outs, 2 strikes.
Bottom of the ninth. Bases loaded. And hit it right out of the park.
Right out of the park, because that's exactly what it was like. To be that close in the score, on home ice, in your country, on Olympic ice, in front of your home crowd, I just amazing. I was crying when they won. It was just so exciting.
Me too.
You know, and it's always fun when the Russians don't win.
Sorry, ROC. We have much love to y'all. All right, Evgenia Tarasova and Vladimir Morozov.
There's no denying it. They're talented. They're gifted. They're strong. It was so close. It was less than a point. What was it?
0.6 of a point.
0.6 of a point that separated them. Gold from silver. It's the components that held them back. So maybe that's something that they'll work on. I'm sure we'll see them again.
I hope so too. And the bronze medalists, Anastasia Mishina and Alexander Galyamov, the reigning world champions, but they didn't skate with that much attack. And then they felt like they held back.
I feel like they held back. I feel like they skated safe. And skating safe doesn't always put you on the podium where you want to be. The podium is nice, but I'm sure that they were coming hoping for gold, and they weren't really on the attack. And I don't know that if they were on the attack, if they would have beat the Chinese team. They were just so, the team from China was just so hungry for it at home. But I would like to see, I don't think they skated the way I've seen them skate in the past.
I agree. And finally, the most thing that put a dark cloud over this, the women's event. So, hold on. Let's start with Anna Sherdrakova of Russia.
She's talented. She's a wonderful skater. I felt so badly for her to win a gold medal and not be able to celebrate that and enjoy it and have your coaching team celebrate that with you. I think that the women's finals was the saddest skating event I've ever been to. In the past, it's been touted as the crown jewel of the Winter Olympics, and not so this year. It was shrouded in darkness and clouds, and it was a very tough competition to watch.
I agree, and turns out with Kamila Valieva, who was the favorite going into the Olympics, and it was heartbreaking to see.
It was heartbreaking to see. It wasn't fair. And I'm going to say it. It wasn't fair that she got to compete. It wasn't fair what her skating system did to her. She is a young girl. I feel like they've ruined her in many ways. She did not enjoy her Olympic experience. Initially, she skated with such joy, and then to just watch her crumble was heartbreaking. And then to watch what happened when she came off the ice was just demoralizing. If it was demoralizing for us to watch, can you only imagine what it did to that young girl?
I agree. As a figure skating coach, I would never put a child through that.
Child, adult, you shouldn't do that to anyone. And so it hung a very dark cloud. And the poor girl that won, she couldn't even enjoy her entourage was so busy berating and not consoling, their young skater, that nobody even gave this girl a hug, congratulated her. She just stood there looking bewildered, which was just so bizarre and so sad. And yet she skated so beautifully. And even today at the exhibition, she didn't look happy.
I agree.
And you should be joyful when you're doing this.
I know, and the fact that they put that little girl through this, I can't even talk about it without being sick to my stomach at first. But to Tuberdice and her camp, shame on you for putting this little girl through this. Anyway, enough of that negativity. What'd you think of Kaori Sakamoto of Japan?
She's a firecracker.
Agreed. And also Wakaba Higuchi as Nala from Lion King.
I thought that was just such a great program. I'm partial to The Lion King, so I just thought that was a great program. I really enjoyed it.
And what you think of Sasha Trusavask into Cruella?
I thought she did a great job. I think that she is another rebel, even though she comes from the Russian Olympic Committee. And they don't really relish rebels, but I think that she's a bit of a rebel. I felt so badly for her that she was so upset that she swore she would never step on Olympic ice again, and she hated the sport and she was never going to do it again. It made me very sad that that's the way that their system is built, and that she found it so disheartening. And I do think that she is a rebel, and I hope that we get to see her skate again, because she is a very talented skater, and I hope she stays clean, and I hope that we get to see her skate again.
Agree with me. She's now the queen of the quads.
She is the queen of the quads.
Yeah, Nathan Chen's the quad king. She's the quad queen.
5 quads in a program, but she needs to work on her components, because that's really what held her back. 5 quads is wonderful, but you need to have that component score. You need to be a little bit more lyrical and a little bit more in sync to your music, and she just needs to work on that, perhaps, and she will be a reigning Olympic champion.
I agree. I totally agree. I mean, she really needs to work on her artistic mark. I mean, the jumps are the bread, but the artistic mark is the cheese.
Yep.
You need to beat the whole sandwich.
Yes.
The full package.
That's true.
But all in all, it was an Olympics to remember. Right, Mom?
It was. I love the exhibition today. Everybody just skated with such joy and abandon. And my favorite part was when the mascot fell down on the ice and couldn't get up. And the skaters had to pick the mascot up. And at one point, they had to roll the mascot across the ice to help the mascot.
I'm falling. I can't get up.
That was my favorite part of the exhibition. That and Nathan Chen's backflip.
Yeah. Anyway, again, as I said earlier in the broadcast, to those who watch Figure Skating Center, even those who were drunk in the middle of the night watching it, thank you.
So
Thank you for the support. And for that,
we're going to toast you, our viewers, and we're going to toast the 100th episode of Figure Skating Center. And toast
here's 100 more.
2022 Winter Olympics and 100 more episodes.
Don't forget to like, don't forget to comment, and don't forget to subscribe and ring the bell for notifications for more content. This is for our executive producer, Kelly Carbonaro, and our many fans of Figure Skating Center over the past 100 episodes. This has been a presentation of Figure Skating Center, brought to you by Kelly's Teacup. The first sip is the best sip of the day. Thank you so much, and so long for now.
Bye.
Thank you so much.